Good morning, everybody.
What's
Welcome
up,
back.
y'all?
The Wrassle Twins are here to brighten your
Hey,
day in what has been, let's just face it, a kind of man week.
yeah, yeah.
So I have my friend, the most handsome man in the internet, Big Daddy Joe over here.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's good to see y'all.
You got me, Big Nasty Nate. And before we get into it, I want to talk about t-shirts. I'm rocking some OG Bloodline
OG
because
Bloodline, yeah,
who doesn't love OG Bloodline? But I really want to talk about my buddy Joe's shirt because it is the last week we will be doing a podcast on Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and he's wearing a shirt
yeah,
called Cycle Broken.
yep. Cycle broken,
Can you fill me in on
and
that, sir?
absolutely. So, one of my good friends, Crystal Curry, special shout out to you. Will probably tag you in this episode just to let you know that I shouted you out. She is a huge into mental health, a great therapist, a great mentor, and she did a conference last year that I attended, and she was talking to us. But the thing that really hit me hard was the men's panel. We were talking about men's mental health, and this is men's mental health month, and on the month of June. And I wanted to give a shout out to that because a little vulnerable moment is that I was clinically diagnosed with depression and anxiety. I've dealt with a lot of different things that I won't get into, but you can imagine it was real bad. And if I had not gotten out of my own way and stopped being so prideful about therapy and psychiatry and things like that, I would not be here. So I wanted to, just let everybody know, when we say email us, when we say call us, when we say check in with us, we mean it. We really want you to do it because it's not just a fake empathy. Like, I know what it feels like.
It's not just lip service.
Yeah.
I would rather you call me at 3 a.m. than me read your obituary.
Yeah.
Self-unaliving rate
Yeah.
is highest in men is because we don't know how to. We were taught not to express things, and it is now the time to do that.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you less than. It makes you more because you're going to be the better husband, the better father, the better partner, the better friend
Yeah.
because you're not carrying that weight on your chest.
I'm a much better man now because of it.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah.
So the serious stuff for now out of the way. We got another little serious thing we're going to touch on later.
Yeah.
Let's talk about movies.
Yeah,
Joe and
let's talk
I
about it.
are proud members of Candidate the Movie, proud contributors ran by our editor in chief, our good friend Travis. Thank you,
Yeah.
Travis, for all that you
Thank
do.
you,
You are
Travis.
Travis. While we're shouting people out, I got to shout out Travis. He doesn't get enough love for everything he does for Candid and for
Hmm.
this channel because without Travis, we'd be dead in the water. He is the man. The dude is the Tyreek Hill of editing videos.
He is.
He is
And
the
he gets
cheetah
it done, and he gets it done
because just like
quickly doing
Tyreek
it.
Hill is going to run that route 90 yards in 4 seconds
Hmm.
and do it well, Travis is going to edit that video in like a couple minutes and do it well. So, Travis, you are a legend, sir, for both channels. To tie in with Candid, and we're going to put at Candid on everything we post this on, let's talk wrestlers and movies. Either A, your favorite wrestler turned actor, or B, wrestlers you think should have been in a role or could be in a role coming up.
Ooh, that's a good one. I wasn't even thinking about that, but that's
I'm going to
good.
go on to give you mine while you think, okay?
All right.
I want to see Swerve because y'all know I love me some Swerve
Yeah.
as Static Shock. If
Oh,
they
that
ever
would be
do a Static
dope.
Shock movie, now
Yeah.
it would have to be Swerve's not going to play a high school kid because that is a full grown man. Okay,
Hmm.
which CGI man they could do anything, but Swerve, I look at Swerve and I could see Static. I don't know what it is. He did that whole
Yeah.
tribute a few months ago and stuff, and I'm just like,
Or he could be Predator.
that's Fatu, man. I got Fatu's that Predator character, baby. Yeah, that I want to hear to
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that I mean right
mean.
before you go. Give me Swerve as Static.
Give me, I don't have a specific role for her, but I think that she would be amazing because her acting chops are real. Naomi. Give me Naomi in a drama or a horror film where she can really show her acting chops
And don't let her be the
because,
first one to die.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah, Naomi can really act, man. I could really
She
see
is. She's
her.
so good.
She is.
There is nothing that woman can't do. Thank God she's finally getting her flowers.
I know, finally.
On the second part of my part was like actors. I watched the new Lilo and Stitch movie. A lot of the internet hates it. I loved it. Fight me in the comments, please do. I love the engagement. Um, Courtney B. Vance. I love the dude. He's a terrific actor. I did not like him as Cobra Bubbles because in the animated, Cobra Bubbles was a beastly dude, right?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we no longer have Michael Clark Duncan. But do you know who could probably act and pull off that menacing CIA guy role?
Ooh,
Our boy Lashley.
Lashley, Bobby. Yep.
Could you? First off, we already know he looks good in a suit,
Yeah, he does.
and like, if you stood next to Bobby Lashley, you'd be intimidated, whether you'd want to admit it or not.
Yeah.
See, I just think he could pull the role off well, and I can almost guarantee. I don't know personally. I've never met the man. I'll probably get my head ripped off by him if I ever meet him for saying this. I could see him being a big teddy bear deep down.
Yeah. I wanted to give a shout out because he's not really a wrestler. He's a wrestling fan, but he had a few WWE moments that I wanted to talk about with Stephen Amell.
Decent wrestler in the few matches he's been in. He does really
Yeah,
good.
he does. And so for those of you who don't know who Stephen Amell is, he's best known for his role as Oliver Queen in as the Green Arrow in the TV series Arrow. But he did such a great job in his few WWE matches that he had that he probably could have been a wrestler.
He did some with AEW, or was it the first All In?
I thought it was WWE.
He did one with WWE too.
Yeah,
But if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, because him and Cody are like this, right?
yeah,
Um, I think he did something with AEW or All In. We don't have to dedicate too much time to it.
right.
I'll let the fans let or our friends, because we're not big time. We're not celebrities. We don't have fans. We have friends.
We have
If you're a
friends, yeah.
subscriber to this content, and by the way, we just hit 50 subscribers. To some people, that's not a lot. To me, to us, that's everything. Thank you guys
Yeah,
so much. We love
thank
you.
you.
You guys are our friends, not our fans. Let's remember that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it don't matter. Stephen Amell's awesome. I'm surprised he has not done more
Me
in
too. Me
Hollywood
too.
because he did a great job as Oliver Queen. And if they ever do Arrow in the movies, he better be the one playing it.
Exactly. Or an older mentor or something of some kind
Yeah.
or something.
Ooh, I would love to see him as like a Ra's al Ghul kind of character. I think he could pull it
He
off,
could pull that off. He could definitely pull that off. Yeah.
especially with as much Ra's al Ghul's in the Arrow cartoon. That country nerd's coming out, so y'all forgive me. Finally, my last pick, and this is going to be like, oh, are you really saying this? Well, I gotta say Cena, and here's why, dude. Cena's one of my favorite wrestlers turn actor because
Yeah.
unlike The Rock, who pretty much exclusively does action movies, Batista, who pretty much does the same character in every movie, Cena's just kind of
We're gonna fight on that, but we'll talk.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cena's just kind of doing whatever. He's Peacemaker. He does the silly stuff with Amy Schumer in a couple
Yeah.
movies and everything else. I think
He's a comedian.
he he's he's hilarious and he's goaded to me because he just obviously he finally turned a corner on this heel turn. I think he's actually cooking now. But anyway, I think he does great in Hollywood and I love it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Dave Batista is the best wrestler turned actor, period.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to hear your thesis.
So the reason why is because he doesn't have this ridiculous I have to win every fight scene
True.
and thing in his contract. I've seen him in the MCU. Obviously, we all have. You know what I'm
I
saying?
loved him as Drax.
I loved him as Drax. The way that he acted that role, you may think that he was a big goofy goofball. That was some really great acting because especially around that third Guardians of the Galaxy movie, that man had me crying, literally crying. And for him to be somebody that can pull such emotion out of me, he's been in horror films, he's been in dramas, he can do it all. His acting chops are so versatile that he doesn't have the limitations of, say, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who's completely cast as like the savior hero guy in every movie or can't lose in every movie. Like Batista has that. So special shout out to Dave Batista.
Oh yeah. And since we're talking about Drax, did you see the Hollywood, or I say Hollywood, the holiday special they did of Guardians of the Galaxy?
I did.
Dude, if you guys haven't seen that, it's on Disney Plus. I'm not getting paid to say this. It is genuinely the funniest and most heartwarming holiday special you'll ever see if you're a superhero fan. It
Yeah.
is Kevin Bacon's in it. Okay, Kevin Bacon. Your
Yeah,
last
man.
name is Bacon, you automatically get my love. So anyway, my big back story is out of the way.
Big back, big back,
So
big
special
back,
shout out to
big back.
Candid at the Movies. We love being a part of that
We
channel. We
love
love
y'all.
doing this, and we
Yeah.
especially love you, Travis. Thank you for everything you do, brother.
Thank you, my brother.
So shameless picture of Travis right here in the middle, please, because I know you're editing this.
And watch him try to skirt out of that too.
I want your pretty face right here. If this is edited out, it's coming in the group text.
With those
Okay.
beautiful green eyes.
I know, right? Like he has no right to be that handsome.
Right.
I don't know, man. They might see Travis on the screen and think, God, why are these goofballs doing it? We need this guy.
Right. He has such
Anyway,
personality too. He could definitely
oh
be
yeah.
on here.
One day we're gonna have all three of us on here and do something silly.
Yeah, it's because of work schedules right now, but we'll figure it out.
We figured out. I'll talk to you about this offline. I got some work stuff coming up that's pretty exciting.
All right,
Anyway,
awesome.
so controversial, however, important thing to talk about. We have
Yeah.
a WWE event coming up this weekend in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Night of
Hmm.
Champions. Before we go anywhere, I need to first preface this. This in no way, shape, or form is a political podcast.
Not at all.
There are thousands, millions of places online you can go for politics and the way you feel about the current presidential regime, Congress, Senate, whatever. You can go
Hmm.
do that there. This is not that.
No,
We're just a couple bros that like talking about wrestling, and that's what we're going to do.
that's it.
Um,
Because if we wanted to do a political podcast, that's what we would have done.
that's what we would have done. But that's not our wheelhouse.
Nope.
I will say this. We will say this. Hope, think, and pray that everybody that goes over there comes back safely.
Yeah. Amen.
Other than maybe some bumps and bruises from the ring, I hope and pray that everything comes out the way it's supposed to. I believe TKO was kind of backed into a corner with the old regime's 10-year deal they made with this government.
Yeah.
And if
But how
they
were they
did not,
supposed to know, that this
yeah,
was going to
there's
be,
no way.
yeah.
There's already some controversy about them ever going to Saudi in the first place, but you know what? Say what you want to, a business is a business. If you got a chance to make that kind of bag, you go.
Yep.
So that's all I'm going to say. I still love WWE. I still love all wrestling, AEW. So let's just hope and pray everybody comes back safely, from the top performers and CEOs all the way down to the
Yeah.
production crew and the people setting up the ring.
And this is like, I seriously want y'all to pray. Like, I don't know if we've ever said this on this podcast, but both Nate and I are both ordained ministers. I'm a pastor. He's a minister. You're a minister, right? Or a pastor?
Evangelist.
Evangelist, right? So when we say pray, I don't know what your spiritual background is. Genuinely pray for these people, though. Genuinely, because
They're just
it is
going
a
to
very crazy situation.
they're just going to do what they love in front of. Let's be honest, these Saudi crowds are very passionate.
Yeah.
They've been starved for wrestling for many years, and now they get to enjoy it.
Right.
So you think about this, like us Americans, we are spoiled for choice.
Mm-hmm.
In countries like that, they do not get the opportunity. Part of the reason why the UK is so popular when WWE or AEW comes to town, or India, or Japan, or some of these other countries, is because they don't have the choice that
Right.
we do in North
Yeah.
America.
So when it comes, it's just like, for us, it's normal, but for them, it's so special. That's the reason why, like, the crowds are the way that they are. Like, I love a good overseas crowd.
I do too. Like, regardless of how you feel politically, regardless of how you feel about WWE still following through with this,
Mm-hmm.
the fact remains that there are wrestling fans there that are hungry for the product, and WWE is coming to deliver it.
Yep.
Regardless of the hell that's going on around them, and excuse my terminology, but that's what it is. Regardless of the hell going on around them, they are coming to enjoy a wrestling show.
That's it.
Just
And
like
that's the
you
reason
and I
why we
would.
do. That's the reason why we do what we do with this wrestling podcast with Wrasslin, is because we want to escape all of the noise
All
and
of it.
really
It's
just
on in. And
Mhm.
honestly, we've got a really strong foothold in India looking at our analytics, friend.
Yeah.
So
Okay, cool.
the great
I
Kali
love my
loves
Indian
us.
people, man. That's what's up. I love him too.
So we thank you guys, anybody watching. We love you. So that's all the serious stuff out of the way.
Yeah, let's
Sir, do you
go.
have a match card pulled up for us?
I absolutely do. Let's talk about
Okay.
it. The Night of Champions.
I'm looking
So,
forward to it. I'm
yeah,
so
me
glad
too.
King of the Ring is back.
And we're going to do predictions. So, let's start off with the undisputed WWE Championship. John Cena versus CM Punk. I think that this is going to be a match that is going to really wow us. They're going to put on a show, and I feel that even with them giving the homage to the what was the name of the promo,
The pipe bomb.
the pipe bomb promo. This is going to be an homage to that, and it's
John
going to be
Cena's
amazing. John Cena's going. I feel like he's going to pull it out.
John Cena is really turning my head now. Like this
Yeah,
right here. That pipe bomb dude was amazing. IWC, I do not care how much people are chanting for John Cena. They're chanting for him because he's been doing this for 20 plus years. There's no
yeah.
way he can be a full fledged boo Cena sucks heel. But that promo, he called out Cardona, Castagnoli. Who else was it? I'm drawing a blank. Um, Against CM Punk, just pretty much line for line, breaking the fourth wall and everything.
Yeah,
That promo was everything this match needed for the hype.
right.
I think this match is going to. I don't think there's going to be a roof on the building, but if there was, it's going to blow the roof
It's
off
going
of
to
it.
blow the roof off of it. Yeah.
And it's not going to be like an AEW main event, right? It's not going to be a
Yeah.
bunch of crazy spots and flippy doodahs. The cool thing about Cena and Punk, both of them can tell a story just with this.
Yep.
Just them standing face to face, just like it was in 2011, 14 years ago, face to face is magic.
It's gonna be
So I
crazy.
think I think Cena wins,
Yeah.
and I expect an incredible match. And now I've been let down before thinking this in this current rendition of Cena, but I think Cena's kind of feeling it now. I think this is going to be great, and Punk doesn't have bad matches.
No, he doesn't. I mean, if anything, Punk will carry this and make Cena look like the champ that he is.
Oh yeah,
Oh
and
yeah.
Punk. I don't think cares as much about world titles anymore as much as he does like just being in the spot that he's in.
Punk is all aura.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't even really need a chip, but yeah. Punk is just aura, just complete aura. All right, so let's leave King and Queen of the Ring last. I want to talk about Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross.
You tell me who you think wins and why. I have a feeling we're going to agree.
Zayn wins.
Oh, we disagree.
Zayn wins because Zayn goes old school. Zayn cheats, and we see the turn to a heel-ish Sami Zayn, a more selfish Sami Zayn.
Which would give Karrion what he wants.
Exactly.
I'm going Karrion Cross because I think y'all. I can't get as animated as usually. I'm just getting my voice back. So gosh, I would scream this from the rooftops. Karrion Cross needs a win. Okay, Sami Zayn's the underdog from the underground. He can take a loss and it's okay. I think Karrion Cross ties this up with a bow and beats the ever living snot out of Sami Zayn. Tick tock, tick tock. That's it. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Karrion Cross has got to win because he is, to me, on WWE right now, he is the most compelling character on the
He
roster,
is. He
bar
is.
none.
Yeah.
Him and Ron Killings are 1A and 1B for me,
Yeah.
and it's his time, right? It is Karrion Cross's time. I was about to call him Double K, and it just didn't roll off the tongue like I was hoping to. But
Don't do that.
it's Karrion Cross's time. He deserves this. He is one of the hardest workers on that roster and gets no love. He's getting a lot of love from the fans, but
Yeah.
for some reason, and I don't think it's a Triple H thing because Triple H loves Karrion Cross, and I think he's trying to build something subtly. I think this win will do it in Saudi Arabia, and then we slowly start to see Sammy's wheels turn, and then into the descent to madness.
That could work. But
So we
okay.
want the same thing,
We
but we
want the
got
same
different ways
thing,
of
but we
getting
got different
there.
exactly.
But I love this character, man. You saw
Yeah.
glimpses of it with the Final Testament. I hate that Akram and Razor are no longer with the company because I love that teaming. I don't think they did it right, but I love the teaming and I love Paul Ellering. So, but yeah, I'm gonna give Karrion Kross the W here. He's gonna eat that W like Jameis Winston.
All right, so that's one we disagree on. Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight.
Okay, this isn't popular opinion, but Raquel Rodriguez people need to be able to see her as a threat.
Yeah.
And they don't right now, especially with Liv's injury. First sidebar, Liv, hope and pray you can get better.
Yeah.
That was heinous. That was awful. I saw a lot of people online making fun of that. If you are making fun of somebody getting hurt doing their job, you're the lowest of the low. Okay?
Because here's the thing. You could get hurt on any fall you take.
Yep.
It just happened to be that one.
Yep.
But we love you, Liv. You're one of the hardest workers and you deserve so much.
You are finally getting your flowers, and then this happens. So let me tell you, I think Raquel Rodriguez needs the W here, and I'm going to pick her.
Yeah.
I know that there's a very high likelihood that Mommy pulls it out, but it's also a street fight. And Raquel Rodriguez is a really good wrestler, a really good big woman. She's one of the few that actually can tower over, I think she's like 4 or 5 inches taller than Mommy. So I think it's going to be a fun match regardless. I love Raquel. I love Rhea. I think they're going to have some magic. We need to put some respect on
Raquel's
Rodriguez's name though.
Yeah.
Put some respect on her name because she is tough.
I agree with you. There we go. In agreement yet again.
Because we're the twins.
Because we're the twins. She is a solid 6 feet tall woman, and she is going to bury Rhea alive. We're going to show like Rhea is going to really take Raquel and make her look like the star she is. I feel like all the hits and everything, there's going to be some blood. It's going to be a great street fight, in which Raquel Rodriguez actually takes it over the top.
My question is, how are they going to do this is going to sound so silly. How are they going to do the attire? Because, in Saudi Arabia, they typically have to cover up more and the whole deal. Yeah. But we'll figure out. That's like one of the least important things. But some people watch for the gimmicks and stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But I got Raquel.
Yeah, as do I. So it'll definitely play to both of their strengths, though, because this is going to be a great.
Yeah, you don't have to like hold for hold chain wrestle in this one. I want to see some kendo sticks and some chairs and some tables.
Yeah. And it's going to happen. We're going to pull it out from underneath that skirt apron.
Sidebar, what's your favorite weapon to see in a hardcore match?
A fork.
Abdullah the Butcher. I love it. I love
it. What about you?
So I've got two different ones because of two different classic hardcore wrestlers. Of course, I got my barbed wire wrap 2x4 made famous by the one, the only Cactus Jack Mick Foley. Bang, bang! The GOAT, as far as I'm concerned. And a lesser remembered Bruiser Brody's chain. He would make people in Puerto Rico and Japan run in fear when he picked that chain up because he was going to swing it wildly. And if you got hit, you got hit.
A special shout out to Bianca Belair's braid.
Oh, that slap when it hits. Okay. Joe.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell on myself that you guys, you and Travis had to reveal something to me at the WrestleMania thing. We did the WrestleMania party.
Yeah.
So Joe and Travis had to explain to me how that was not her actual hair.
Well, it's hers because she bought it, but
yeah, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
As you guys can see, I'm not super up to date on that stuff apparently. And I was just like, wait, no, she didn't just grow her hair out that long. They were like, they gave me the look, and I'm just like, I learned something new today. But the braid just
whoosh. Yeah, that's definitely a weapon. All right, great question, by the way. So we're going to talk about the United States Championship being defended in Saudi Arabia. Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa. And real quick, this is an aside. I wanted them to kind of bring this beef out a little bit more versus doing it like so quickly after this. Right?
Oh yeah. I don't like the way that they did this. Like I'm excited for it. I've been wanting to see this match for a hot minute, right? But could we have not just stretched it out just a hair longer?
Yeah.
Just a hair. But here we are. Can't complain about it now. It's already been set in stone. It's going to do money. Jacob
I
Fatu
can't,
for the W.
and everybody knows that Jacob Fatu is my favorite wrestler right now.
But
But
there's a but in there.
there's a but.
And it's smelly.
It is. It ain't been washed for a minute.
You think
Solo Sikoa is going to pull this one out. It is
with
a year to
JC
heal.
Mateo?
Yep.
What about the Tongans? What's their status?
I have no idea. But would they pop up here in Saudi? That's
Would
the
you pay?
question.
Would that be money?
Yeah, that would be money. But solo
Tamatonga's
wins will
money at
help.
least.
Solo wins will help.
I think Fatu just like tears them limb from limb.
The
You got
reason
what I
why,
mean?
the reason why I think Solo Sikoa is going to win this though is because Jacob Fatu is not a mid card wrestler.
Neither is Solo. When
No, but
so
Fatu is more over than Solo right now. Let's
yeah,
keep it a buck.
yeah. But Solo could
So,
be if they would turn like just take the script off and let Solo be Solo.
mm-hmm.
He's got that mix of menacing, funny, charisma.
Yeah.
He could be a top heel for real. Like I'm gonna keep
Well,
that a buck.
he was the bad guy for a full year, like the bad guy for a full
Yeah, but
year.
that was like I don't know. It felt watered down. It felt less than.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
So
Unlike this year, where we have the bad guy being Cena,
mm,
which yeah.
mm. So, Travis, please put a picture of Solo doing that mockery of Penta because it was the best. The
Night.
face,
Yeah.
it was the best. I think this is going to be a great match. I think Jason Mateo definitely plays a part.
Yeah.
Honorable mention. I really hope the Tongans show up, please.
We haven't seen
Triple
them in a
H,
long time.
please.
We haven't seen them in a long time. But
I know it's
this
injury. More so Tama Tonga. Y'all know how I feel about Tonga Loa. I'm not gonna let him talk like he did in New Japan, but I don't need to see him wrestle.
Yeah,
I
we don't
said
need
what
to
I
see
said.
that. And I
Said
agree
what I
with
said.
you. I mean, I got your back on
He's a
that
great
one.
promo guy. Great promo
Yeah.
guy. But it
All
seems like
right.
every time you gave him a spot, it was just like
I miss Carlito, by the way.
I miss Carlito.
Um, yeah, I miss the apple.
We love you, Carlito.
So let's do this King of the Ring first.
All right. Because I think Queen's going to be more compelling anyway.
Yeah, Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes, which we finally get.
Cody gets the dub.
Yeah, Cody gets the dub.
Cody gets the dub, but I think in the SummerSlam match, I don't know why, but something in my head tells me Ron Killings is going to play a part in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm way fantasy booking, right? But
You are.
I think it should have. I think they should have again, just like we were talking about with Solo and Jacob. I think SummerSlam's too soon for this rematch. I know why they're doing it. John
Mhm.
Cena said, "I'm done at the end of the year," and John Cena has proven time and time again he's a man of his word. But I think Cody wins and goes to SummerSlam.
And
Excuse
wins
me.
the championship back early.
I got to see how it plays out.
Okay.
I don't want to say he
You don't
wins
want
it
to say
back.
that yet. You don't want to say
I
that
don't
yet.
want to say
I
that.
got you. I got
I
you.
will say that Cena's defended it more than I thought he would.
Yeah. Yeah. For real. For a heel
Yeah.
to defend it as much as he has, like, wow. But this is his last year, so he's got to go out with a bang. Cody Rhodes will pull this one out. Love Randy. I want to see him get his 15th. Just not yet. Just not
I don't
yet.
think, and plus, we just had a match for the belt recently.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this is just kind of like a greatest hits tour because we did have Cena and Orton. We're going to get Cena and Punk, Cena and Truth. Now we're going to get Cena and Rhodes part two.
Talking about part D. Speaking of Deuce,
Said it the redneck way,
Dew.
like Mountain Dew.
Speaking of Cody Rhodes, there was a awesome match between Cody Rhodes and Jay Uso.
I
That
would have
match,
rather seen Jay win. And the crowd goes mild.
I don't
That's because,
know.
like,
I
I
was so
honestly
torn
feel
when I
like
was watching it, though.
we're gonna run into another Super Cena thing with Cody. It's gonna be Super Cody.
Yeah.
if they do not pull the trigger on that heel turn in the next year.
Well, I need to see the American Nightmare black hair heel turn, because the American Nightmare was a heel moniker.
Originally.
Yeah.
And so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I would have liked to see Jay Gunther 3 because I love watching them two in the ring. It's just that good clash of styles. The scrappy underdog baby face versus like the dastardly menacing heel.
It always works.
I would have loved to seen that at SummerSlam. Like Jay is money. He's got money written all over him.
Yeah.
But like, it's okay. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to lose sleep.
Yeah, I'm not going to lose sleep either. And like you were more like, I want Jay to win. I was torn. I was definitely torn when I was watching it, but it was a great match. Like, one worth rewatching. So rewatch that one before Saturday.
Yeah. And finally,
yep, the Queen of the Ring.
Now I can
Asuka
fantasy book and lay out this all
Jade
the way out,
Cargill.
the way I see it.
All
if
right.
you want me to,
go ahead.
All right,
go
Jade
ahead and cook. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Jade and Asuka are going to have a great match. Great match. Should main event. It won't, but it should.
Yeah.
Jade and Asuka are going to kill it. Jade wins with the Jaded. SummerSlam comes around. Jade pins not Naomi. I'm sorry. Tiffany. Jade pin. Yes. Tiffy time. Wins the belt. Then we start feeling the glow.
Yep.
Caution. Cash in the back of Jade's head.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Naomi, where she should be, top of the card, with that pretty belt around her waist.
And she'd be a great champion.
And then I'm just ready for the tweets when that happens. Not in the weird way. I just think she's hilarious on Twitter right now. If you're not watching,
yes, she is.
Big Jim.
Somebody give Big Jim a run too, man.
I think they tried. I don't know. I think he's got it in him. Yeah. I'm really excited about this Uso team coming back together potentially, because I just think it's going to be shot in the arm on that Raw tag division. You wouldn't want to see the Usos and the New Day run it back?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
I just, in my head, I keep going back to that Hell in a Cell match they did, dude.
Yeah. And it was great. It was great for the time. But I don't know, man. Jay is
or the bigger. Usos and the War Raiders.
That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun.
The Usos and DIY.
But I just see Jay as a champion in my mind.
The Usos and the Motor City Machine Guns, Joe.
A singles champion in my head. That's the way I see him now. So to bring them back to the tag team division, which obviously we talked about, needs a lot of work. So maybe it is necessary. But in my mind, I just see Jay as a singles champion.
Let me lay this out.
All right.
WrestleMania Night 1, Las Vegas. We're going to be there. I don't like the way he's like too people.
So for those who don't know, I am kind of introverted. So when I meet you, I'm definitely like very good with people, but I also my people battery is short-lived. Yeah.
Let's picture this. WrestleMania Night 1, main event, tag team champions, the Usos, Motor City Machine Guns. Tell me that's not a 5-star match.
It's a 5-star.
Tell me that's not the best match on that entire WrestleMania card that weekend.
It is, but there's a huge butt there. A very ginormous butt.
Rikishi butt.
Rikishi butt. Jey Uso is bigger than that.
We can talk all day about this, so I'm not going to dwell on it too much. I think we have the potential to make the tag division in WWE big enough to where the world tag titles are kind of like they were in the NWA. Like when Tully and Arn held them, where they're like right up there with the world title. Do I know? I can't tell you for sure that's where WWE is going.
Yeah.
But I think with the talent they have right now, they could do that.
And make
that's kind of, I say all this to say, that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Like, I'm more of a singles guy, right? But tag wrestling is amazing when done right.
Yeah.
And the Usos are one of the best to ever do it. They are one of the top 3 tag teams in the past 20 years.
That's something we need to talk about next time.
How about next time we do a brief recap of Night of Champions?
Yeah.
And we just talk tag team wrestling.
All right, cool.
Because we're the greatest tag team in podcasting.
That's it. The Wrassle Twins. We
All
here.
right. So, you got anything you want to add to take away, sir, for that women's side? I'm sorry we got sidetracked.
It's okay, man. Yeah, I think that Jade Cargill pulled this one out, even though it's really good to see Asuka coming back in the way that she's come back. And
And it's not
for
going to hurt
those of
Asuka.
you, it's not. For those of you who do not know about Asuka, she is aura. She is great on the mic. She is a former partner with Jade. She is amazing. And for those of you who don't remember, please go and look at some of her former matches.
From
She's like
NXT,
her,
from Stardom.
yeah, bruh, bruh. She's scary. And I'm glad
Scary
they bringing
good.
that scary back. Yeah, bring that scary back.
With all that said, we got a good weekend ahead of us. Not a champion.
Hmm.
We're going to hope and pray everything comes off without a hitch. Hopefully, cooler heads prevail as far as the governments go, and we just let wrestling be wrestling,
Yeah,
and no
amen.
innocent people get hurt. And let's just have fun watching wrestling. Check out the Wrassle Twins here on YouTube,
Come see
Spotify,
about us.
Insta, Facebook. Check us out on the gram because I just said that already, but check us out on the TikTok.
Yeah, the
And again,
TikTok.
guys, if you're
Yeah,
struggling, you got something you want to say, like, comment, subscribe. Doesn't cost you a dime. Completely free to support us. The cycle can be broken. Hit us up at the wrassletwins@gmail.com. We'd love to help you out and
please.
talk to you. If it's nothing but saying, hey, we love you, you're appreciated, and you're important. All right.
That's it. We
Uh,
really do love you too.
this has been Nate with the
This
most
has been
handsome man on
Joe.
the internet, Big Daddy Joe. We love you guys very much, and we love wrestling.
We love wrestling. Greensboro Sting might come back soon. You never know.
He needs to, and I'm thinking there might be a Hurt Syndicate play along coming on in the next few weeks.
That sounds like
When I
fun.
see a necktie on this big bearded bald man.
You're way too handsome, man. You're gonna be exploding the internet then, man.
We'll see. But
We'll
the
see.
hat's got to stay.
Gotta get your JBL on. Anyway.
We love you guys so much.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.